Okay, so question number 4. Draw the Lewis structure for CO2 and discuss the VSEPR for carbon. So when drawing Lewis structures, we first need to find the total number of valence electrons. So for carbon, there are 4 valence electrons. And for oxygen, there's 6. And we have 2 oxygen atoms, so we multiply this by 2. And we end up with 16 valence electrons. We start off writing the skeletal structure with our carbon as our central atom. And then I'm just going to draw 2 bonds to the 2 different oxygens. And notice that the carbon doesn't have a full octet yet. I'm just going to make these double bonds. And then for the remaining 8 electrons, we will add them as lone pairs on our oxygen atoms. So now let's analyze its VSEPR shape, so its molecular shape and its electron geometry. And to do that, we need to look at the central carbon atom for this molecule. So carbon has 0 lone pairs. And it has 2 bonded atoms. So now let's look up a VSEPR table, our VSEPR chart, to help us analyze its shape. So when we have 0 lone pairs and 2 bonded atoms, we have both a linear molecular shape and electron geometry. And what the VSEPR chart also tells us is that the carbon is sp hybridized, and that the bond angle is 180 degrees. Okay, so now let's see what the junior tutor said. They have the correct Lewis structure. Central carbon atom has 2 bond pairs and no lone pairs, for a total of 2 electron groups. Thus, the electron group for geometry is linear. According to VSEPR theory, CO2 is of type AX2, which leads to a linear molecular geometry. Okay, so the solution is correct. I'll also mention that the carbon is sp hybridized, and the bond angles are 180.